Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Between the Ropes TV. 20 million, that's what we're going to be talking about today. 20 million pounds, that is the sum of money that has been offered to Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte for stepping aside and allowing Usyk and Fury to have an undisputed. And I'm going to jump into the video and talk about why it's going to be such a fantastic deal for both of them and why they should both accept the proposition that has been put ahead. But before I do jump into that, please do go and check out our sponsors for this video, Advantage Sports. I've just brought up one of their deals that they've got on at the moment, 40% off their twins gloves. Look, it's a fantastic family-led sports combat brand. Please do go make sure to go and check them out. They've got some great savings on their website at the moment, and they really have been great to the channel. So please do go and follow the link in the description that I've provided and check them out for all your combat sports needs. Right then, let's jump on with the video. And let's talk about this because this is something that was produced in the Daily Mail last night, talking about the proposition that's been given to Dillian Whyte and Tyson and Anthony Joshua. Apparently going to pocket a nice little 20 million, more than 20 million actually, for stepping aside and allowing Usyk and Joshua Fury to fight. But it's not just the money here, because it does seem a pretty decent plan. So the idea would be that Fury and Usyk would fight in April for make the heavyweight division undisputed. Joshua would then be able to go into the summer, which would be probably a massive blockbuster summer event, somewhere like the Millennium Stadium or a Wembley, somewhere like that, to showcase this. Or the Tottenham Hotspurs Stadium has been mentioned as well, as the Daily Mail points out. And then going into that, Whyte would then finally get his opportunity to meet whoever was the last man standing towards the end of the year. Now, there is a couple of things with this, because especially for Dillian Whyte, he wouldn't get his opportunity until the end of the year. You'd have to ask yourself whether or not, what's he going to do in the meantime? How is he going to keep active? You know, it's going to be, and what happens if he gets a loss? Would that mean that his deal's over? Apparently this is all going to be pre-signed, but you know, it's been interesting, hasn't it? Because the developments between Whyte and Fury should have already been signed, to be honest. And I think I've even heard that the purse bids that were meant to be going on today have been further pushed back, maybe because of this proposition that has been put forward. It's all getting a bit messy and a bit complicated. Fury's team only want to be giving over 20%. I've already covered that. I feel Dillian Whyte, okay, Fury might be the big name, but Whyte's a big name, especially in England, where the fight would likely take place. And I feel 20% is a bit of a muggery, especially when Dillian Whyte has waited as long as he has. But the question would be, if Dillian Whyte does accept the 20 million offer, he gets his opportunity, it'd be guaranteed in the contract. But what would that mean in terms of figures? Because obviously Fury and Whyte can't seem to agree a deal on this one. So how would it go down? Would there be something in place that would guarantee Whyte at 30% or something like that? It'd be a really interesting one to watch out for. And of course, we move on to Joshua Usyk as well, because it seemed apparent that Joshua was focused on getting the championship back. He didn't really want to, step aside. I think that offer already had come in earlier on. But apparently Joshua is more open to it now, especially with the guarantee that he would get an undisputed matchup. And you know what? I reckon this is not a bad idea at all. I really don't think it's a bad idea, because it also means, as boxing fans, we're not going to have to see multiple rematches. We're not going to have to see it dragged out like Fury and Wilder was, where there was 3 or 4 different fights. You'll get to see one-on-one, no rematch clause, everyone taking on everyone, and the best man wins. And it would be absolutely fantastic as a boxing fan at the end of 2022 to see what you'd probably say at the moment, the top 4 in the division all going against each other within that year to settle out who is the undisputed heavyweight champion. And as the Daily Mail in their article pointed out, it's been a long, long time since we had an undisputed champion in the heavyweight division, Lennox Lewis being the last one to do so. Guys, I mean, let me know your thoughts on this, because for me, I think it's a really good opportunity. I think, obviously, look, 20 million for doing nothing at all but allowing a fight to go ahead, especially for Dillian Whyte, who's yet to agree a deal with Fury. That seems to be more and more complicated, and it does appear that he's going to be getting ripped off if he does take it now. I'm actually really interested to know your guys' thoughts. How do you feel this one will go? Do you see it being accepted? And the only other thing I would say is that if this does happen, Fury versus Usyk in April, it's going to be a multi-contract deal. It's not just going to be a case of just getting one contract signed. We're already in February. You've got to think they're going to want a couple of months to prepare for each other. So, are they kind of leaving this idea a bit too late, or do you reckon there is some credibility in it and it should be all good? As I say, let me know in the comments, and please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and whilst you're there, make sure to check out Advantage Sports. Thank you very much.